welcome to Res Life Outdoors. Today we're talking about the 13 moons and the turtle calendar. That'll be a key part of what we talk about throughout the year, and a key vision and mission of Res Life Outdoors is to promote the 13 moons. The 13 moons correlate to the turtle shell. Every turtle in the world, have it be a snapping turtle here in the Northeast or a sea turtle in the Caribbean, will have 13 spaces on its shell. On the outer edge of its shell, it'll have 28 spaces. Each space represents a full moon in the year, and the 28 spaces around the edge represent the days in the lunar cycle. And it really is something we abide by. These full moons tell us what's ripe and ready to eat or when it's time to go do something. To kick off the year, we start in March, and this is our Weekápaheek, our sugar moon, where our maple trees are ready to tap, and we'll be making syrup here in our region. On my reservation in Mashantucket, we have the Sugar Shack, where we produce our own maple syrup each and every year, and it's a growing operation. Traditionally, there's documentation of the sap, the sugar water, starting to leak from the tree, and it's the beginnings of spring. This is our new year. New life is starting to come around for us, and that's what a new year is for our people. We'll be doing a video like this each and every moon, with today being the full moon. We're excited to share this with you all. Fishes you can harvest in March consist of cattails, which you can harvest the pod, and you can actually light the pod on fire, and little black seeds will fall out that you can harvest and use for food. I've also heard of stories of people harvesting the fluff and adding boiling water and syrup to make like a warm oatmeal cereal type food that you can eat. Another thing you can harvest at this time of year are white pine needles. White pine is filled with vitamin C and really good for your immune system at this time of year. Additionally, we can harvest watercress at this time of year by the water's edge, and it's a very good micro-like green. It's very peppery. You can also harvest wintergreen berries and leaves for teas. Really good for additional pain relievers. And lastly, you can harvest field garlic or wild garlic at this time of year, and you'll look for a hollow grass-like stem on the edge of fields. So each full moon correlating, there'll be different harvest celebrations. We're having a maple moon, maple Thanksgiving here in Mashantucket to celebrate the harvest of maple syrup. But throughout, different communities have celebrations for harvests all over, and maple is one of those ones that we celebrate. Additionally, you'll see others throughout the year, such as strawberry Thanksgiving and our green corn powwow Skamitzin at the end of August. So a lot of these are things that were celebrated because today we're spoiled. Traditionally, you had to wait a year for those things that you really prized and wanted to come back around. For instance, if you wanted syrup to go through that process, you had to wait a year till March to come back around to make your syrup. If you wanted blueberries, you had to wait till July. If you wanted corn, you had to wait until September. So with all that being said, you're very grateful when you have to wait all that time for a resource. Today, like I said, we're spoiled. We can go at any time and get anything we want from anywhere in the world. But traditionally, you had to wait, so you were very appreciative. And that's something that we are always going to promote, is saying thank you, taking the time to appreciate the fact that we can still do these traditional ways of life, and we can still go out and harvest and do these practices. And that's something we're thankful just for the opportunity to be able to do. One of my favorite recipes to cook is a maple chipotle salmon using Weekápaheek or maple syrup and chipotle peppers, and it comes out amazing. The flavors complement each other very well, and we will post up the recipe on our Instagram.